I should say up front that I was surprised that Lori Vallow was dead set against cameras in the courtroom when she faces count them, two upcoming trials in Arizona. That so-called Doomsday cult mom, who's already serving life in prison in Idaho for the murders of her 2 kids and also the wife of her 5th husband. She never exactly struck me as someone who didn't love the attention, at least like it. But one of her first big moves after being allowed to represent herself in court was to kick those cameras out of court. And today, the judge held a hearing on that. And lucky for all of us who value open public justice in America, her motion was denied. Vallow's 2 separate murder conspiracy trials will not only be open to cameras, they will be live streamed. But Team Vallow, which is to say Lori, had a comeback for that too. And yes, it was on camera. Take a look.
Your Honor?
Yep.
Could I just add that we want to make sure that the cameras aren't going to be zooming in at any level to get to our notes and the things that are going to be on the table. I also previously, what has happened before is that they just have the camera on my face the entire trial. So I think when the judge is speaking, the judge needs to be on the camera. When the state is speaking, they need to be on camera. If we can add that to the order.
No. You're not a director, Lori. I'm joined now by Lauren Matthias. She was in that courtroom today, sitting just a few chairs away from Lori Vallow. I don't know if your head was exploding like mine was, but describe the courtroom today. Describe Lori and her demeanor, everything in that courtroom today.
Oh, you know, she was really done up, I want to point out, too. Her hair was curled with a curling iron, not the little braids you see the night before. She had lipstick on. She had mascara on. She had eyeliner on. She smiled at the gallery. And then my favorite thing, Ashleigh, her prison jumpsuit, you know, she's not in street clothes today, right? Her prison jumpsuit was to the side. It was down below her shoulders, sort of. You could see a little strap, and I'm telling you, I think she did it on purpose. So I'm with you. I find it very fascinating that she is not wanting cameras in the courtroom and arguing against them when she came, really assuming that we were all looking at her and really making sure that she looked the part, even if she was wearing a orange, jumpsuit. She was making sure that she looked her best.
Let me ask that double question here as we look at this picture with the off-the-shoulder number going on. I get it. Lori is handcuffed. Even if she's going to play lawyer, she still has to be handcuffed because she's still inmate. But at the beginning of the hearing, the clothing is up on her shoulder. And as the hearing went on, the bra is showing and it's an off-the-shoulder number. Is it an accident? And again, I will give her this deference in that she is shackled at the feet and she is shackled at the hands. So it's not like she can adjust her wardrobe that easily. But what was your read on that?
Fair enough. But I absolutely think she could have adjusted this. I mean, also, I think she probably had to even rip that or cut that in the back. I mean, have you seen a neck that large? Do you think they're going to make necks that large in prison? I don't know. Look, we'll never know. But to wear that matching strap too, I have my suspicions.
Okay, next question. There was a dig from the prosecutors. I don't know the exact wording, but it seemed as though they mentioned something about needing a real lawyer, meaning whatever she was arguing, the state seemed like it might have been a little exhausted by all of this and the fact that the lady over there is not a real lawyer. Can you describe how that actually went down and how the state put that dig on the record?
Yeah, it happened multiple times, what we would probably call almost shade towards wow. Lori Vallow or Lori Daybell, excuse me, where they sort of said, look, we're going to need longer for this trial. We said a couple weeks. And if it were a regular defense attorney, we'd have a couple weeks, but we don't have a regular defense attorney. We have her over here. Take a look. And so we're going to need twice as long, 3 times as long. There were multiple comments like that over and over. We don't have a real defense attorney. We have the defendant, and we just, look, if it was me, we could get this done, but this is going to take a long time.
Okay, 10 seconds, and that's it. Was she different today? Is she actually doing well as an attorney? Is she aggressive? Give her a grade, 1 to 10.
Aggressive, defiant. I would give her a 5. I think she was maybe a 6 last time. I was kind of impressed last time. She came off a lot more aggressive today. Not a good look.
What about knowledgeable? 1 to 10.
6, 7. Better than I thought. Is that fair?
All right. Yeah, all right. Well, I'm going to have to keep you grading this because
We'll
this is fascinating stuff. And lucky for you and me, we'll have the cameras and we can do that. Thank you, Laura Matthias.
Thanks, Ash.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.